Hello and welcome to a wet episode of Movie Match Reviews on YouTube. Today's movie is the long-awaited sequel to Finding Nemo. Finding Dory, the latest box office hit in Disney Pixar's repertoire. So, Finding Dory is one of those sequels where a lot of joke announcements about it were being made. I guess they announced it in 2012, and Andrew Stanton, who directed the original Finding Nemo, took to Twitter and said that you can't really believe everything you read on the internet. It's a joke. We're not discussing any of it yet. But on her TV show, Ellen was campaigning Pixar to make a sequel. She was showing up the character a lot. And finally, they put the sequel into development. But man, after in 2015 with Helena's Dory and the original Marlin, Albert Brooks also reprised. That was actually one of the joke announcements. Actually, was that he was coming back, but he hadn't given any statement whether or not he was willing to return. So what's the story? Well, it's been 1 year after the events of the first movie, but Dory started suddenly having flashbacks of her life in the Marine Life Institute, where they rescue, rehabilitate, and release back into the wild. And it's like she's missing her parents, and we actually find out once she was released back into the ocean, when she met Marlin, she was actually trying to find her parents. So it's a nice little spin on the opening scene. So she decides that she wants to try and find her parents, and eventually she's quote unquote fish snapped by the Marine Institute trying to find her parents. So they come across a array of characters, new and old, and the main question is, does she find her parents? Which I'm not going to say. So with this one, it's apparent that there's not a lot of filler. That's what made it good, was that there wasn't a lot of filler. Because the first one, I think, was criticized for having a lot of filler in it. The new characters were okay. The one gripe I had was the octopus character was obviously intended to be a foil, in that he wasn't kind of really fleshed out a little bit. A lot of it's like they knew not to try and recycle like a lot of the gags that the first one did, and knew to create its own will. And why they had this running joke with the seal was trying to get up on the seal, on these other two seals' rocks, and they keep chewing them away. Was like a funny little joke. But as a whole, yeah, the movie was a worthy sequel to Nemo, and I think it kind of got what it set out to do, because the way Nemo was done was it was done in a way where it's like, when it wrapped up, but when they decided to do a sequel, they did the sequel in a way that didn't require any type of retconning because a lot of sequels they feel the need of the retcon of the previous ending because it's like, well, we did this when we weren't going to make a sequel. Finding Dory is one of the few sequels that actually didn't do that. And that was an added bonus. And of course, that one shows she still got it as Dory. Dory and the guy who voiced Marwin, Albert Brooks, he still had it. The original Nemo was replaced, but the kid they got, he didn't do too bad. And the original Nemo still shows up in a bit part, I guess, because he wanted to do it so bad, but he couldn't play the original character. But again, like I said before, the kid they got did fine, and I didn't mind the change because this time he's not the focus, it's Dory. So I would swim away with Finding Dory. Dory is one of the few sequels that actually manages to continue the storyline. Will there be any more? Don't know. So that was Finding Dory. You can check the page for some more previous stuff. The next review will be War and Peace. So that's Movie Matt signing off.